I made it. I was wondering if I was going to make it. I hope you guys can make it too. My readings ran long today. We had some really, really in-depth, deep dive questions. And a lot of people are coming up with the Tower card again. And that is my big COVID card. So normally I used to, hi Larry girl, thank you so much. I used to get the Tower card. I used to get the Tower card when before Hurricane Charlie and before Hurricane Irma hit. So for many people that I read for in town, but before COVID hit, I was getting it for first in people in town, then I was getting it for people all over the world. And I thought all over the United States and Canada. And I thought, my God, are we just going to have an economic fallout that just is going to affect everyone? But no, it was a pandemic. So last couple of days, boy, everyone is getting the Tower again. And I'm wondering if maybe it's more economic. I'm hoping that it is. Hi, greetings from Dublin. That's wonderful. Hi, Ann. So yesterday, I did a lot of readings the day before yesterday, a lot of readings yesterday, and a lot of readings today. I'm going to take it easy a little bit tomorrow. But almost every single person got the Tower card when they were trying to move forward with either purchasing something, moving something, changing something from residence to residence. And I got a lot of wonky cards for people's health, not because they're going to get, hi Becca, not because they're going to get COVID, although I know some people will, but I think it's just the energy of the time. All right, so I was able to, okay, Larry girl, well, I'm only going to be here for a little while because this girl's running on empty right now, and I promised I'd be here. Okay, so, but someone else will take up the slack, right, if you have to leave in just a little bit. Thanks so much for coming. I emailed Larry girl to see if she could help out today. Okay, let's see. Let me put this up here. I've got some questions. I always feel bad when I put it up there and I hide that beautiful, huge amethyst, my big cavern that I brought from my office. All right, so Becca's in the house. Sunflower Shanty's in the house. Renee. Benny, I wrote down one of your questions. I had to quickly run right through. On the community page, I posted this morning what questions you guys wanted me to ask. So, and then as the day went on and I really couldn't sleep again last night and I kept getting the Tower card for everyone, I thought, my God, I have got to tell them what's happening. So Becca, my question to you is, are you getting, I don't know which card in the Lenormand deck, how do you say it? Lenormand? I always stumble over that. Anyway, Becca, what is the real fallout card? What is the card that most resembles the Tower card? So, well, she's going to answer us with that if she's still there. And Jay, I wrote down your question, because DeSantis got heckled again. The side. Okay, but not by itself. Okay. Well, today everyone's getting last few days. And it happened last week too. So it's just carried on and now I'm deeply concerned. So I'm really deeply concerned. Oh, okay. All right. Everybody in the prayer circle. We're putting everybody in the prayer circle and we're going to just connect it right up to Jen Lynn's prayer circle and Becca and Johnny and everybody. Thank you, Renee. All right. So Jen Lynn was the first one that commented this morning and Becca wants me to ask that question too. So Michael Cohen had his rear placed back into the slammer. He was baited, of course, but then he probably was taking some chances. And I guess Barr is trying to get him to stay in there. I don't know what all the charges are. I didn't get a chance to fully study the question. But the actual question is, will Michael Cohen prevail against Barr for the trumped up charges? There's my pun for the beginning. All right, let's see. Will Michael Cohen, of course, we know he's writing a book, right? We know he's going to go to town with that. And they're going to try to stop him, but they're not going to. And listen, Barr is going to meet the sword of justice. The last 3 readings I've done on him, and I posted one to the top of the community page, it's absolutely going to happen beyond a shadow of a doubt. Trump, all the way up, you guys that have stuck with me through thick and thin. I never saw my guides telling me that he was leaving. It was ugly. Some of you hated me for it. And he's still in there. Okay. All right. Cohen. Michael Cohen. Is Michael Cohen going to prevail? Will he be successful at getting back out or beating the charges from Barr? What is the outcome for Michael Cohen? Will he be successful? They're not going for so great for him right this second, right? Okay. Well, apparently, whatever charges Barr has trumped up, there's a lot of them. So this is going to be difficult for him. So there's a lot weighing on this, a lot involved in it, and it's all fraught with delay. It's just one delay tactic after another so that he can't move through and have any sort of success with what he wants to do. So he believes in himself. This hasn't rattled his confidence. It may have in the first part, but he probably just said to himself, this is just a delay. Okay. He knows he's in deep, and he knows he's up against the tricks of you-know-who. And he's in chains, isn't he? All right, so, he is confident, and he does have the goods. He's confident in that he has the material. Now, he probably already gave that to someone else, but he is concerned. He's concerned. And let's face it, I bet Barr's biting his nails over this one too, because I don't think he can. He's coming to the end. Barr's coming to the end of his rope. It looks like Cohen already tried to put something together that he's not feeling is sticking together. He's lost some confidence, but then he gets it back. And the answer is yes. Michael Cohen prevails. Not a little, but a lot. Big time. Super big time. All right? Sun and 9 cups. Okay. So that's really great. Thank you. Oh, there's T-Bar and 5 Paces. Thank you so much. Okay. So yes, the answer is yes, yes, and yes. They may take a little dip into nervous Nelly town and some worry and fraud, but then he comes out of there. Barr's going to have a big problem. He's going to have several big problems, and Michael Cohen is going to be one of them. Bigger than big. It's huge. Kia huge. All right. Okay, let's see. Jay wants me to ask about, now you guys know I covered Kemp, Abbott, and DeSantis in the last reading or so. DeSantis was heckled again and had to have people removed from his speech room yesterday or the day before yesterday. They were saying, shame on you, shame on you. It was, they were 2 young men. So let's see if DeSantis is going down. Florida is, so they announced, since we're talking about Florida, they announced yesterday that Lee Health System is full. In fact, every single bed, every bed in the entire hospital and ICU were all full, plus 5 more. So there were 5 admissions taking up ER beds or in the hallways in the ER. So they need 50 more nurses. Is very bad here. And they kept trying to say, oh no, we're going to create more beds. And then, all right, DeSantis. Is he going to get taken out? Is he going down? Is DeSantis getting any closer? Okay. All right, Jay. Will he serve out his full term? Because he's got how much longer? I don't remember. Will DeSantis serve out his full term? Thank you, Jay. Will DeSantis serve out his full term? It's very scary. One of my old friends is a nursing supervisor at Lee Health at nights, and she's been there. She's almost ready to retire. But she posted yesterday, she usually keeps her mouth, quiet because she's in such a top position within the system. And she posted yesterday, don't think you know anyone with COVID? You will. So, and she said a couple other things and they're not lepers out on the colony. They're normal people like you and I. And so she's had it. You can tell when Trudy posts, she's had it. Okay. Now, Jay, that is a very good question because the first thing that comes to me here from our guides is that DeSantis will apply for something else before the end of his term. Now, what is that? I don't know. That's if Nikki Fried lets him live long enough. She's going to get him. She's going to get him. Go, Nikki Fried. Whoa. Okay. So he's going to have a big comeuppance. He has a huge obstacle. There's a big old problem, as we say in Florida. There's a big old problem, big old mess, big old problem coming for to Satan. Okay. Ouch is right. Yeah. And that's not that far away, but it could. We are asking about the rest of his term, so it doesn't mean that it's right now either. But that is a gigantic challenge and obstacle. So he will end up going for another position. I don't think he'll serve it out, and I don't think he's going to. I think he'll end up trying for something else. No, he's like, I'm getting out of Dodge. I'm out of here. Did I just say Dodge? I think I'm going to end up giggling a lot because I'm really tired. Okay. He's out. He's got to run away. Sneaky Petey's like, I'm getting out of here. Let me take all the money I can take, anything I can have and take and steal, and then I'm just going to go do something else. And I'm going to lie while I'm doing it. I'm going to do a magic show so you can't see where I'm going. And he's going to go to somewhere new. So there's the answer. He's going to go somewhere else. He'll apply for a different position. So, but there is opportunity there. His demeanor isn't going to change. So he's headed for a really big problem. And, he's following in the footsteps of Mr. Cobra, Rick Scott. So he's just going to go where the Freedom Caucus wants him to go, right? Or the other people that take up the reins of that. That's where he's going to go. He's going to follow the crooked men. Okay. Yeah, he's going somewhere else. He's going to try to up it. Okay. I don't know how he would get promoted. Okay. Oh, Jules, I feel your pain. I understand. Jules Moore, I understand. I feel your pain. But I love my daughter-in-law. And her family's very nice and very kind and just. We're not going there. Okay. I love all of them. I love my son is that way. Okay, so it's just we're not all the same. That's okay. All right. So that is DeSantis. And Michael Cohen got a big yes. He is going to put the moves on bar. All right, let's see. Benny wanted to know if any governors will resign after November. Another really good question. Jules, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Especially when the babies start coming. So you can do it. Okay. All right, Benny, good question. Will any of the governors resign? Any of the Abbott, Kemp's, red people resign? Will they resign before November? I hope you saw those cards, right, Jay? You know he's done for the tower. Huge. Okay. All right. Will any of the other red Republicans that are not following the rules that are allowing people to die due to their greed and ignorance, will they resign? I think somebody will. Magician. I wonder if Kemp will, because he's really, like, I know and that DeSantis knows what he's doing, but Kemp, there's something that's not the sharpest knife in the box, in the door. All right, they will be forced to take a look at their situation. And there may be some judicial actions held against some of them. I hope it's crimes against humanity. And this is the Libra card. So this could be during, the time leading up, right immediately before. Listen, it's going to get snarky. It's going to get snarky, wonky, every Y word you can think of. It's going to. Oh, that's the other thing I want to know about the Chinese embassy. Because what is that? That was in Dallas, right? Was that Dallas or she's? Because they're going to have some tropical weather there. All right. Not right yet. Governors are not resigning and don't have their eyes open yet. Thank you. Oh, and I wanted to remind you guys, if you're new here or if you haven't signed up for the $25 reading, you can email me at The Way of Positive Change to get signed up for your $25 half-hour reading. Email me to schedule. And please subscribe to help my channel. All right. Thank you. And thank you for all of you who already have. Okay. Oh, boy, they're trying to wait it out. The challenge is to see clearly that they need to leave. It's like they don't understand that they need to leave yet. They still think they're going to muscle their way through this. Their egos are the size of Texas, these governors. So not yet. It's not going to be till the people who have been very hurt. Oh, they don't want to. They're being offered. Here's change. Boy, I'm not. All right, I'm going to say one, specifically one is going to go because I got that magician card when I was shuffling. I'm going to say one is going. And they'll possibly be offered other jobs with money to go in other places. The challenge is for them to see the truth, to see clearly that they need to go, that this isn't good. Okay. It's after people are really hurt, though. Some of these people just will not pay. Some of them just won't pay. All right. Yes, governors. I was talking about governors. All right, because that was Benny's question. All right, now, Liz asked, is there any involvement with that beautiful Judge Salas and her family and the shooting death of her son and husband? Did any of that have to do with, since she was sitting in on some of the stuff, did any of that have to do with the DEUT bank, the D bank? Okay. All right. Did that Judge Salas, was that, I know it was that attorney, but is there anything that could possibly be linked? You know, because things are not always the way they seem, right? Especially when bars involved. Right? Okay. Is there any link between the D bank with Epps and Judge Salas? That was, am I saying her name right? Sitting on the bench with the Epps case. All right. Mr. B must be in the house. Okay. Is there any connection with the D bank and Judge Salas and the Epps? Okay. I think that is yes. So there is some connection. Possibly to end investigation and silence the mouth of the lion. Drama, bullying, her judgment, dark money behind it within King of Pentacles. Why didn't you tell me to move my card, y'all? Justice, defense, wanting her to leave, secrets. And that is the ultimate Epps card, isn't it? Always comes up. Did you see that where DJT did his first task force meeting yesterday, and someone asked him about Gilligan Maxwell, and he said, I wish her well. I've met with her several times. I wish her well. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I didn't watch it either. Paul's here. Paul is in the house. My goodness, that's a surprise. Welcome, Paul. Yeah, so he just is so disconnected from the world. He's just, I wish Ghislaine Maxwell, I wish her well. I've met with her several times. Oh my gosh. All right, so that all our hearts, prayers, love goes out to that judge. I can't even, when your child dies, there's just no words for that. All right. Now, what is going to happen with the embassy and the people being ordered to leave in Texas, the Chinese embassy? Does anybody know anything more on that? I haven't been able to see anything. I'm taking a little bit of a break tomorrow. All right. All right, the embassy in Texas, and they were burning papers. I did see a little bit of that. What is behind that? Why? Does Barr have anything to do with that? What is behind that? What is the underlying, what's the underbelly of that ugly situation? Is there really going to be that I guess that big of a fight over The vaccine, is it really over the vaccine? That's what we want to know. What is it? Okay. Rachel, I'm not doing private readings. I'm doing political and hot topic subjects. You can email me at thewayofpositivechange@gmail.com if you'd like to ask me that question. I'll be happy to answer it for you. Okay. This is a situation that is dealing with money. There's a lot of emotion about this, and there's a lot of hidden meaning here too. Oops. Yeah, it's about money. Files, money, papers, things that are written, pentacles, ace of pentacles. And it's coming from that DJT reports back to Putin. So this is my Putin card because this is his persona. It's to get people to look a different way. It's to keep them from looking and focusing. It's a delay tactic. It's a, what do they call it? Bait and switch. Bait and switch. Bait and switch. Bait and switch. Oh my God. Bait and switch tactic. It's almost like it's an offering up, sacrifice this little project and these people and make them look like something, but it's really all about the money. It is a strategic power move by Vlad and DJT and Barr, right? It's all about the money and the process of the money and bait and switch. That's what that's about. Bite and switch. Well, that's going to make us laugh, isn't it? God. Oh my God. All right. You guys, get your mind out of the gutter. We have to stay focused here. All right. The word of the day is bite. All right, so we asked you about that. Okay. I would like to ask, I can ask about Hope Hex. I can ask about her. I don't think she's a real important player in this. I don't think. I do think that she's going to get hauled back in. Last time I did read on Hope Hex, it showed that she should have stayed out. It's like the lightning rod came down on top of the car when you drive it. You got out, and then don't try to get back in it. And she got back in. So, yeah, there will be, Benny. Thank you for that newsflash. Okay, because it's unwarranted. Not that they're innocent by any means. Just not as crooked as the other people, as the other dog in this fight, right? All right, let's see. I want to know about Sean Hannity. I read on him, oh boy, quite a while ago. I think I was still in my first office in the new building. Let's see, is he going down? I want to read on Sean Hannity first, and then I want to read on Tucker Carlson. I tuned in the other night, and I was shocked that people could actually tune in to hear that and be misled about, and that's why they're going around not wanting to wear masks, be misled. That's why I think this is all going to come down to crimes to humanity. I know we're trickling in there, but it's going to happen, I believe. Because how many people have you seen that have been interviewed ER workers in Texas that said a man thought, he was at a party with his daughter. There was a man here that took his daughter to a church service for kids, and she was a teen and got it. He didn't think it was real. So what's going to happen to Mr. Hannity? Is Hannity going down? Will he keep a seat as top anchor? Who's the top over there anyway? Is it Hannity or Tucker? But we're asking about Hannity now, because I think they're in trouble with that sex thing. And I think I was watching Jen Lynn and Linda ask about that. Well, they're trying to help him right now, but they're all in cahoots with us. They're all trying to stick together. He may actually go to a different channel. The challenge is to go somewhere else, to find somewhere else to work. Oh boy. Yeah, he's been the bully. He thought he was all that. We got that for card of the day on the Way of Positive Change Facebook and Instagram today. We do a card of the day. You can always join us there. He is actually, I'm going to say he's actually interviewed with somebody else and just hasn't made a decision yet. He's still hanging in there steady for some time. But then the load starts getting heavy and he starts getting confused. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I take this off? Or he doesn't know what to do, where to go. He gets so confused he might have to take DJT's cognitive test. Okay. Whoop, they're going to say, you better hightail it out of here, mister. Because you might go to the Popo station. You might be getting yourself into some big old trouble. Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that to be so clear, but it couldn't get more clear than that. He's going to have some charges leveled against him, and he's going to be served some papers, and he's in trouble. And that's not going to take very long with the Page of Swords. Now, when the Page of Swords comes up, remember that some of what we'll hear is true, of course. And then if he's involved, of course, we're not going to know everything. But yeah, so this is going to happen. He could even get called to another building to have to testify. He's in trouble. Let's see what happens after that. That is a good question, Paul. What happens after that with Hannity? And he will be judged. So there's a big problem. And I believe that's what I saw, that he was going to have a problem, but it wasn't going to be for a while. It came out like DJT's. He was hanging in there steady Eddie till we get right up to the final. Okay. Now, that was a good question, Paul. Paul wants to know when DJT, if and when DJT is hauled out of the Oval Office with a hook, by the hook, or a net. Probably going to be a net. They might have to bring a backhoe in there. Lord, I'm telling you. All right. When DJT leaves. When DJT leaves. By netting or backhoe. Will he have his own talk show on Fox News? I don't understand. I don't think he can keep a schedule like that. I don't think his cognitive skills will allow that. I don't think. I just. All right, Benny. I saw that. All right. Will will he have his own show on Fox or One America, ON1 or whatever that is? One ON1 or whatever. OA1. What is that? Okay. In pockets. Oh my gosh. Okay. Things that needed to be that he wanted to take out of there have already been taken out. You can bet on that. All right, let's see if DJT is going to have a show on. No, because he's going to court. I don't think. No, because he's going to court. He has too many charges. He's got to fight. No. Too much slander. He's not going to be the. No, he's going to. His son might. Donnie Jr. might. I've always seen Jared getting into more trouble than anybody else. Oh, he'll do some appearances, maybe on Donnie's show. No, I think Donnie will get it. I think Don Jr. will get a show. And he's a talker, he can talk. Okay. Yeah. The answer is, Paul, is no for DJT getting the own show, but I believe Donnie will. All right. All right. Anybody else got a big question? I can't stay on too long today. All right. Anybody else got a question? All right. So I want to ask about Chicago. I want to ask about Mayor Lori Lightfoot. And if Benny just said he was going to, DJT said he's going to send in the clowns to other cities. And I mean, I'm sure he's aiming at Atlanta, Chicago, and New York, right? Although I think it's going to be Chicago and Atlanta first, because he's been wanting to do something with Chicago for a while. He's been wanting to. He's been itching to do it. All right. Let's see. What's going to happen between, is DJT sending, will he be successful in sending in, how do we want to ask this? I want to ask two things. I want to do a spread. Let me get my older than sin cards back here. All right, my real oldies but goodies. We're going to give the oldies but goodies to Lori Lightfoot, Mary Lori Lightfoot. We're going to do a duel here. All right. In this corner, Mary Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago. In this corner, DJT and his false troops, Border Patrol, whatever they are. All right. Okay. All right. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, will she be successful in keeping the Border Patrol and those fake police dressed up in fatigues out of our city? Will she be successful at keeping those people out of our city? And there's a lot of guns in Chicago. Even my brother said there's a lot of guns in Chicago. Probably whole heck of a lot more guns in Chicago than Portland, Oregon. You can bet your rear end on that one. Okay. And, that's probably, all right. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, are you going to be successful in keeping DJT and the fake police, the Border Patrol, out of? Greeter, I'm originally from Park Forest. Do you know where that is? I actually went 1 year to Rich South, my freshman year to Rich South. Then we moved to Florida 5,000 years ago. All right. And I did a reading for a lady in Tinley Park earlier. Okay. So Mayor Lori, oh, these are so faded, you guys. Mayor Lori thinks that she's aware that times could change very quickly. She knows she has to have strength. Her challenge is to have strength and not listen to the mouthy orange lion. She knows she has to protect and defend her city and stand up for her rights. He's already tried to slap her around a bit. He's already tried to insult her and slap her around with his words. And she knows she's dealing with the corrupt ickies. She thinks she can do it. She's nervous that he's going to try something and this could be, she's worried. And he's going to slander her more, even more. That comes first. This more slander and just negative talk comes more. He is going to throw his weight against it. He's going to try it. She's going to try to stand firm. It hurts her. It's going to cause some pain and broken hearts and some bad things in the city. The angels are trying to help her. She will file papers, and I feel that she comes out with some measure of victory here. All right? Now, let's look at, on this side, in this corner, DJT, will he successfully send in the fake police, the Border Patrol, those ridiculous people that are not even real police officers of the law, into Chicago? Will DJT be successful in overriding the authority of Lori Lightfoot, Mayor Lori Lightfoot? What is his level of success in this venture? I think he has already, like Benny said, I think he's already told some of them to start heading over there, that he's going to pay them to stop the death. That's not a good card for Chicago. Because if you look in the place of the doorstep for Mayor Lori Lightfoot, you have vindictiveness, being stabbed in the back, slander, and going down. A lot of that is emotional, but this, I'm going to say this is him sending them in. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna do it. And his base is going to think this is a good idea. I mean, granted, Chicago needs help. It's certainly not, it certainly has become, it has problems, it certainly has problems. Okay, so I believe that he's going to send some people in there, that he is going to send some of those. This is all about control and money. So I believe that he is going to. Lord S., I believe that you are completely 100% right from what I'm seeing here. All right, so All right. It looks like they are going to go into Chicago. Her outcome card has some promise. If we remember, we have to look at if this is a meteorological spread, we got to look at the tarot weather here. So we have to take in the Sun, the Page of Pentacles. I know that takes it down, but then the Temperance card is here. She's not going to go down without a fight. And her ending cards are stronger. I know DJT has the Strength card here, but if you look, he doesn't have the Major Arcana. And also, Lori has Strength is on its side, but she has the wheel here. Mary Lori has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Major Arcana out of 10, and DJT has 2. So her cards are actually, as we go all the way through, stronger. All right, so that's really important. All right, I'll ask that. Thank you, Lourdes. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, so we'll ask about the people that have already been snatched up by these renegades. And, but go, everybody, put Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the people of Chicago in your prayers. Okay. Ultimately, I think it's very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult for her at first, and then she gets a handle on it. And then Trump starts to get nervous because he's got my Kavanaugh card. Okay. It's starting to get dark outside because we're fixing to have another storm. We have a little tropical wave going under. The round of the peninsula into the Gulf. And it's going to make its way over to Houston, where they absolutely do not need any more of a challenge. So I'm very concerned about them because their hospitals are overloaded with COVID patients in their ICUs, and it's very bad. And they're having to go on diversion and send patients out. And Houston floods very easily. I lived there for one summer. But it floods really easy. It wasn't a good building plan there. But all right, let's take a look at the people who were snatched in Portland. What happened, guides and angels? Please tell us what happened. Hey, we got 200 souls in here, 208 souls. Hit the like button, guys. Help me out. All right. What about those Portland people that got snatched up by the Border Patrol and the evil, whatever they are, military police or whatever? What about those people? What happened to them? Are they being treated? What happened to them? Are they okay or not? Okay. Yeah, sunflower shanty. It looks like it could be a tropical storm. I think there's 50% chance last time I looked. I was a chief meteorological consultant in another life. Everyone in my family is quite sure of that. All right, the people in Portland that got snatched. Okay, so they were judged and they were snatched, right? Okay. Okay, Mr. B, I did ask, I'll ask about that, but I did ask, and I did see that unemployment, there would be an extension, because one of my dear friends asked me to ask that. That was the reading before last, or a couple of readings ago. I know we're going down to the wire. All right. So this isn't, go figure, but the people that snatched the people, they lied to them. So They didn't tell them really who they were or where they were going or why they were there or because the Knight of Cups is on its side. And this, when the people actually got into those vans and stuff, they were sad. They wish they wouldn't have, they had regrets over their actions. They wish they wouldn't, Five of Cups, they wish they wouldn't have gone there to protest. Because they thought they were just going to go say their piece with their friends. Thank you, Miss Pam. Thank you, thank you. They hoped they were going to be okay, but again, they were lied to here. So let's see, did they end up being okay? Wow, there was a lot of control. So they were there was a very much power, keeping them cuffed and like very much power mongering, telling them they were taking them to a safe place. All right, so I was scared there was going to be something really sad there. It looks like they detained them, and they were shaken up and they left them cuffed and they were, brutal with them, leaving them cuffed and overpowering them. And so they're a little bruised, but it was really more like a detainment. What's on the bottom? Yeah, it was just the cruelty of power control, and they were more confused and bewildered and felt loss of control. So I feel like they're okay. There's always an exception to every rule, but I feel like they're okay. Kansas City, David, not Chicago. You're welcome, Marcia. They went to Kansas. I wasn't aware Kansas City was having an issue. Okay. All right. Okay, so Mr. B, you wanted me to ask if the GOP, Chicago, Albuquerque. Why Albuquerque and Kansas? Okay, so he just it's just more BS. Okay. Yeah, we just did, I don't know if you were here with us before, David, or not, but I just did a reading. Like in this match, we had in this corner, Lori Lightfoot of Chicago against DJT. All right, so let's see. Let's just look at the stimulus package. Are the Dems going to get what they want? Will they be successful? Unless, Mr. B, you want me to ask that some other way. The money has to go in there. It's going to be really difficult. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, if you're just joining us, I read for people all over, just like the other readers that you watch. The Tower card for me represents hurricanes for people when I read for local people. And then it came up again for everyone, not only local, but then everyone for COVID. And now it's reappeared. It sort of went away for a while, except it would come up for certain people for certain things. But now it's coming up for everybody. So there's going to be a whole nother huge issue that we have to get over. So will the Dems get the stimulus proposal passed? Will the Dems get things their way? Because I guess the GOP and the Freedom Caucus, and they're all like, I guess they're all at odds with one another. As well they should be. Take each other down. Dems, will they get their stimulus package post that they wanted? There's a lot of things they can't see, Mr. B. Okay. Will the Dems get what they propose? Will they get the stimulus package and their proposal and their demands met? Because we know that Nancy's got a plan. So a lot of energy going into this, and change is coming soon. You can be sure of that with the Knight of Wands. Oh, they're not getting everything. They're up against opposition. They're saying, no, you're not getting everything you want. Nope, nope, nope. Nopey, nope. Hi, Ian McGrath. Nope, they're going to make him wait. Make him come back to the table. Make him wait some more. Make them sweat it out, make them think they're not going to get anything. Maybe that's how they get them to come back to the table and say, okay, well, some concessions and to concede in some areas. Oh, but they have hope and they have optimism, right? Like the rest of us. We hang on, we cling to that faith, hope, optimism, and the universe balancing itself. Thank you, Ian. They're going to make him come back and come back and come back and come back. Okay. Now we're making some progress. We got it. Hey, look at that, you guys. 3 pentacles. All right, so that's a yes. So the Dems will prevail. Woohoo! All right. Yep. That's good. They'll get them because there aren't dark cards around that. So we have to take this to the light meaning. And this is a collaborative, cooperative effort with everyone involved. Okay. There's still always going to be some people that will be left out. So, but for the most part, and all of us can help them. We can all reach out and help them. It's very difficult. And the GOP is going to say, like Ron Paul, the amount they want to spend is ridiculous. So, but they're going to get it. They will get it. They won't get everything. They will not get everything, but they will get. Me too, greater TK. All right. All right. Does anyone else have another big question? Why are they sending them into Albuquerque? I guess maybe they're having problems there and it's just not as on the scale of the size of Chicago. I don't know. Will RNC nominate DJT in August? If Obama and or Hillary and or Biden. Oh, okay. Anyone else have a question? Are the troops being sent to prevent voting in November? You mean the Border Patrol people? Okay, Pam, that makes sense. Yeah, let's take a check on Adam Schiff. I like that one. Do the Dems know Eric Prince? T-Bar, Canada got 2,000 votes. I read the House is considering that. I don't think that will pass, T-Bar. All right, let's take a look at what's going to happen to the outcome of Eric Prince. I know a lot of you guys feel that he is behind all of this mess. What is the outcome? Good question, Ian. All right. What's the future for Eric Prince? Is he going to have success or is he going to get taken down? What does the future hold for Eric Prince? Will he go down in burning flames or will he have success? So he is currently going through a time of transition. Something that Eric Prince is involved in ends, and he will be in defense of it. So he's going to struggle. He's already currently having a problem that we may not know about at all. I mean, when we get down to the basis of the Celtic cross, this is what's already going on. He's already in defense. He knows he has to bring something to an end that he's dealing with. Yeah. If he hasn't already been served, he's been notified that he's going to be served. He's already in big doo-doo. And for some of his past associations. So he's guilty by association with some people. All right. And someone tries to give him an opportunity. This could be a plea deal. Here, if you give us the goods on this, this, and this, we'll give you another opening. Ace of Pentacles, but he's still not happy with it. More papers. And struggle. Okay, so he's going to be offered an opportunity. Other people will be scared of what he's going to say. Other people will try to come after him, but he's going to be given an open door, an escape hatch, an escape route. That's what he's going to be given. Listen, I didn't even know he was already in trouble. Did you know that? He's already in big doo-doo. That's a very good question, 5 paces. Okay. Wow. All right. So he is already embattled. Already. Okay. All right. And then, all right. So Trump said Gilligan Maxwell was a very nice lady. And he wishes her well. Met her quite a few times. Probably the day you met the first lady. All right. Yes, it was him. He said it he was asked that question by the press during his first reunion with the press on the task force, the bug task force. Is DJT afraid of Ghislaine Maxwell, of her testimony? Is he afraid of her? Exactly. Okay. All right. Is he afraid of her? One day he is and one day he isn't. Okay. Oh, boy. He's trying to handle this, you know. I think Mr. B, it's right. I think it's like you said, he's another way he's going to take care of her. Same way that he said, oh, I think Flynn's a nice guy, you know, good guy. Yeah. He knows that she's been paid. He may have also paid or had her paid or contributed some way. And he also knows that there's a load of secrets, a safe full of secrets, a book full of secrets. He's really nervous about this. He's nervous. He knows that the FBI and the other prosecutors and the SDNY, Berman, and he knows that there's been some strong people that have brought these cases, and that makes him very nervous. So not only is he afraid of her, he's afraid of these other institutions that want to prosecute. In his mind, he's just going to say, I just met her on social occasions. I don't know anything about her, just like I didn't know anything about anybody else. I had no idea she was involved. I had no idea. That's just what he does best. No, I don't know anything about that. Nope. I don't know her. I just met her out socially, you know? Okay. Thanks for that update, David. All right. I'll have to go back and read these comments a little bit later. Thanks, T-Barb. All right. He's very concerned about all the secrets about where all the parties took place. So he is very concerned about that. But he's just going to say he just didn't know anything about it. He had no idea that it was going on. Nothing. He is very concerned. He is. He's going to lie, but he is very concerned. And he has participated in this. He's connected. And so many others are connected. And so he's very concerned about it. He doesn't want to be caught. And so he's just going to put his head in the sand and pretend there's nothing to this. And try to let the other people handle it. Let them feel the calling to go take out Gilly. And don't let anybody see you while you're doing it. Right? He's very concerned. Very concerned. Yep. He's involved. Other people are involved. Very concerned. I don't want to look at it. Don't make me look at it. I don't want to talk about it. It's all going to end up in the courts and judgment. Lots of major arcanas. Devil, judgment, devil, justice card, right? The high priestess and the emperor. That's a lot of big business. These aren't wimpy cards. This isn't for the faint of heart. And he's already wobbly. So he's going to be in trouble with that too. He's tied into it. All right. Is Rubio concerned about being investigated for what? What has Rubio done now? All right, well, somebody else asked me a question. I'm going to have to get going here shortly. Will DJT, is Ghislaine, is he going, it will DJT, yeah, Epps, yeah, Max, Orange, they're all connected, yeah. So will that be a part of the downfall for DJT? Let's just go ahead and look at that. All right, GMA 5. Will it come out that he was absolutely hand in hand with those people? Will it be made known? Will it be made public that DJT was intrinsically involved with those people? Now, when we were asking that, I just got a flash on, I just saw Prince Andrew, and I know the Queen is going to be involved in this. I already know because that came up so big. And she is very powerful. So she is going to have a lot to say about the direction of what goes on with that. Well, they're going to try to spin that wheel. They're going to say he played at the parties. He played spin the bottle at the parties. His attorneys will say, no. Talk to the hand, talk to the sword. They're going to say he didn't know. They're going to say he didn't care for Epps' tastes or methods. They're going to say that there was there were words. Possibly it's Sunny. Well, didn't they have a tiff at Mar-a-Lago that it was too much for him? He's not involved. That's not going to be the biggie for DJT. It's not going to be the biggie. He's going to skirt around. It will be known that he was involved, absolutely, but that's not going to be the big downfall. All right. Girl Gone Wireless. We did ask about if Epps, and we know that it wasn't just that attorney that took out the judge's son and gunned down her husband. That had to do with the banks involved in the Epps thing. Okay. All right. Hi, Miss Hope. How are you doing? All right. How you holding up over there? All right. So anybody got a final question? Fort Hood soldier, another Fort Hood. You're sick? Well, I hope you feel better, honey. Okay, so anybody else got a question? Volume 5 intelligence report. What is the question for that, T-Barb? When is it going to come out, or will it be revealed? T-Barb, Volume 5 intelligence report. Okay. Will Volume 5 intelligence report come out? Is that what I'm asking? Will it come out? Okay, yes. All right. Volume 5 intelligence report. Is it going to come to the light? Are we going to hear about it? Is it going to come to the light? Will we have success at getting that to the public eye? What's going to happen with Volume 5 intelligence report? How do you guys know these numbers? Are we going to be successful at hearing about it? Will it come to light? They're working with it. They're still trying to cover some of it. They're working on it. There's a lot of work going into this. There's a lot of people in this. Here's the light being shown on it. And this is intelligence, right? This is the teacher card, the hermit and the hierophant. There's a little drama about it, and they're going to try to start some conflict and judgment and throw another iron in the fire. Yeah, we're going to know about it, and there will be success with this, a measure of success. People will be happy that we were able to get to it. It's going to cause some drama, though. I wonder. Okay. Yes, so we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Now, all right, final question, you guys. I'm going to ask it. Final question. What does the tower represent that I keep getting for everybody, no matter what country they live in, what it is, but especially the United States? But what does that represent? What is that dealing with now? What's the fallout? Everyone's getting it. Past 3 days, all of last week. What does that tower represent now? Is it weather changes? I could hardly sleep and then woke up. Then we had that, Alaska had that offshore earthquake. What does it represent? Anybody want to have a reading this rest of this week? This weekend, I'm going to be doing readings all weekend. I have a podcast to do with my brother and my nephew out of Costa Rica tomorrow. But I'll be reading Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right. So it's unrest and sneaky deals in our world and beliefs being shaken by bullying. The people not caring, trying to break the rules, bullying. Unfair tactics. All right, this is all the different currencies in the world market, and some instability. Water. Some problems with water and emotions and problems with water. So I'm going to say it's a combination of things. It's just things not being stable. Everything from people's emotions, the bug, the currencies, individual households, foreign currencies, sneaky deals, governments. We'll get through it though. So it's just going to be, maybe towards the end of every reading that I get, I'm asking about, it keeps coming up that there's resolution by the end of the year, and that's what I keep getting. So that's what I'm going to keep saying. And it could just be about fraudulent people worrying about elections and them, doing with the votes and stuff and cheating and government. So, and attacks. So people getting very angry and very passionate in attacks. So it's a combination of unrest. And that's really what the tower represents, right? Everyone getting knocked out of their place of peace, or what you thought how it was going to be is not how it's going to be. Thank you, Linda. Thank you very much, Miss Linda. All right. So it's some sneakiness and underhandedness with government leaders too. Now that could have to do with the blaming of the China and divert. Boy, it's all over the place. So just hang on to your seats, Let's watch. Thank you, Mr. B. Just let's all hang together, Let's just all hang together. We're going to be okay. We've all been through tough things. We're going to go outside and get our exercise and take good care of ourselves, and are going to practice gratitude and caring for each other. Reach out and care for each other. Do something nice for somebody else. That's always going to make you feel 100% better for whatever's going on. All right, you guys, I'd love to stay longer, but I can't. So take care. Email me at The Way of Positive Change if you'd like to do a reading Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or schedule up into next week. for $25 because I'm probably going to raise it after a while. We'll see. I always say that and then I don't. So I have a soft heart. What can I say? All right. All right, you guys. Much love to you. Take care. See you later.